now we're going to talk about success by the numbers. Now, if we look at success by the numbers, right? Basically, in any business, it's a numbers game. Any successful business owner I've ever talked to runs their business by the numbers, meaning there's marketing, right? Whatever, it doesn't matter, whatever. If you own a retail store, it's how many people come through the door and how many products that you sell to the public and how much revenue you generate over a certain period of time. You know, whether you own a restaurant, right? It's the amount of revenue per head of people that come into your restaurant. That's why people, I have a friend of mine who's my neighbor who owns a restaurant and other different businesses, and he looks at the revenue per head. That's why they add alcohol, because it increases the revenue per head for each person coming through the door. So business is by the numbers. Now, what is great about business being by the numbers is that it's very trackable, right? And we want to track everything. So now it becomes predictable versus become throwing spaghetti against the wall. Now, if it becomes predictable and we can track results, now you can know what you have to do to produce a result, how much action produces a result. So what we've done, and I'm going to actually show you a tool that we're going to use to essentially track results. But first off is understanding that one contract for every 27 offers, okay? This is, now I talked to, Nick Perry, and you talked to Josh and Steve, and talked to other guys that I know in the business that are, that do remote wholesaling across the country. It's essentially one contract for every 27 offers. So when you're talking to a seller, you're essentially going to be talking to them about their house and making them an offer, right? For every 27 offers turns into a contract. So now you have an idea of potentially what to expect based upon the amount of results that are produced. So it's funny, I have some people come up to me and say, hey, I've been in the business for 2 months and I'm working the business, but I haven't got my check yet. And I go, okay, great. Let me ask you a question. How many leads have you got? And they go, well, in past month, I've got 30 leads. Are you okay? Great. How many offers did you make? Well, I made 6 offers. Well, how many contracts do you? Well, I didn't get any contracts. Well, look at it right there. He made 6 offers. He's not even in the ballpark yet. He's not even anywhere near the ballpark. He hasn't put in the effort yet. He hasn't put in the energy yet. It's like we're baking a cake, right? We have all the ingredients to bake the cake. And we've got the eggs, and we got the flour, and we got the oil, and we got the sugar, and we got the this, and the cocoa, and all this type of stuff. We got all it together, and you can take 6 months to bake the cake, right? Or you can take a day to bake the cake, right? It depends how much energy and effort it's going to take to go out and do it. But do you think you can bake the cake with an egg and oil and some salt? If you leave out all the other ingredients, you're not going to have anything. If you don't have the flour and the cocoa and the whatever else you put in there, the bottom line is if you have a formula, an ingredients, a recipe that's going to produce a cake, and you don't put everything that's in the cake, you're not going to get the result. So it's the exact same thing with this. The recipe to producing a contract is 27 offers. 27 offers. So if you do 27 offers, it's going to produce essentially a contract. That's how the numbers play out over time. Now, what I don't want someone to happen is go out in the next 30, 40 days where I say, I made 27 offers and I didn't get a contract. Well, guess what? I also have people that I've talked to who goes the same thing. Well, I made 48 offers and I didn't get a contract. This doesn't work. Okay, I said, keep going, keep persistent, keep moving forward. He went out, made 2 more offers, and he got 2 contracts on the next 2 offers. And guess what? The numbers for him essentially worked out close to perfect, right? So the bottom line is that over time, the numbers will definitely play out. Now, guess what's great about this? You're going to be better on the second offer than you are on the first. You're going to be better on the 10th offer than you were on that first offer, right? You're going to be better on that 20th offer than you are on the 10th. So what's incredible about it is every single offer you make is not success or failure. Every offer you make is essentially checking off the numbers, and you're learning every single day how to become better every single day. You know, in the Marine Corps, after every mission, we go back, right? And we look at that mission and we look at it and figure out what we did right, what we did wrong, and what we could do better, right? That's exactly what we want to do after every offer. What did we do right? What did we do wrong? And what we could do better. Now that offer becomes a learning experience and you're exponentially growing after each and every offer. Why is that important? Because every seller's different. Every house is different. Every market's different across the country. You might have a 1943 house in Maryvale, which is in Phoenix here, owned by a grandmother who is moving into a nursing home. That's completely different from a house that's a brand new build, built in 2015, that's in a nicer, newer neighborhood, but the seller is about to lose it to foreclosure. Those are two, diabolically different deals, but the bottom line is there's still offers, and you can learn something from each offer if we really come to the understanding that each one of these are people. And they have a problem. And if we can help them solve that problem, then guess what? We can become successful. So these offers that you're crafting are helping people solve problems. And if you're able to solve those problems correctly, then this numbers will go 2 and 27, 3 and 27, 5 and 27. And guess what? Your success will get better and better and better and better and better. And that's the name of the game. So understanding the numbers is that it's, another thing that's great about the numbers is that it doesn't matter about your past. It doesn't matter if you grew up in a wealthy family or a non-wealthy family. It doesn't matter if you grew up in the right side of the tracks or the left side of the tracks. Or, I grew up in Vermont in a little $40,000, $50,000 house, and my dad was a police officer his whole entire life, right? So it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter your education level, because now you're going to get educated in this specific knowledge, specialized knowledge. It doesn't matter what that is. It doesn't matter, basically where you come from, your background. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the result, and the result is, guess what? If you make 27 offers, logical offers to sellers, guess what? It will result in a contract. I will persist until I succeed. Always will I take another step. If that is no avail, I will take another, yet another. In the truth, I will step. And one step at a time is too difficult. I know that small attempts repeated will complete any undertaking. Og Mandino. So I kind of messed that up, but the bottom line is, if you never quit and you take small steps, guess what? Success is inevitable. You'll achieve your goal. All right.